All right, listeners, buckle up because we're diving headfirst into a world of magic and mayhem today.
Sounds exciting. What do we got?
This deep dive is taking us straight into the Chronicles of Tenaria, a listener submission that just screamed epic fantasy.
Oh, I love those. Big battles, huge magic systems.
All that and more, apparently. Prophecies, powerful artifacts, 5 distinct elemental realms. I mean, come on, you had me at elemental realms.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Where do we even start with something this massive?
Well, the listener gave us a pretty detailed breakdown, so we've got plenty to unpack.
Perfect. Let's get into it.
So, the core of this story revolves around this thing called the primordial artifact.
Okay, that sounds important.
It is. Think of it as the source of all creation in this universe.
Wow, so we're not just talking about saving a world here. We're talking about saving, like, existence itself.
Exactly. And this artifact, it's shattered, broken into pieces, scattered across these 5 elemental realms.
5. That's a lot of ground to cover. What are we talking? Fire, water, earth?
You got it. Fire, water, earth, air, and then something called the Etherscape, which is basically pure magic.
Sounds intense. So who's our hero in all this? Who's going to piece together this primordial artifact?
That's where Lyra comes in. She's a powerful sorceress, tasked with finding these fragments and, saving reality as we know it.
No pressure or anything, but sorceress. What kind of magic are we talking about here?
That's actually a really good question. The source material says her magic is tied to the Aetherscape.
Ah, so like raw magical energy.
Yeah, sounds like it. Which I guess means she could potentially tap into any of the elemental forces. Makes her pretty formidable, but also unpredictable.
Ooh, wild card. I like it. So does she go at this alone, or does she have, like, a fellowship?
She's definitely got company. There's Kale. He's a warrior from the Emberlands, the land of fire.
Okay, a fire warrior. Classic. Got a flaming sword, I bet.
Oh, he does. It's called Ignis, and get this, it's sentient.
Whoa, wait, hold on. A talking sword?
Sentient, yeah.
Oh.
It's got its own personality, maybe even its own agenda.
Man, that's got to make things complicated for Kale. Does it help him fight or try to take over or something?
That's what I'm wondering. Is it like a mentor or a temptation urging him towards more destructive acts?
Ooh, that's a good question. Gotta love a good internal struggle alongside the whole saving the universe thing.
Right. And then we've got Arya. She's from the Terra Verde Empire, which is all about nature.
So, like, earth magic.
Yeah, think druids. She's a powerful healer, can talk to animals, even influence plant growth.
Now that's cool. A true force of nature. Literally.
I'm thinking she'll be the voice of reason in the group, trying to bring balance and all that.
Makes sense. Someone's got to keep those hotheads in check.
Definitely. And then last but not least, we've got Arden the Rogue.
Ooh, a rogue. You know I love those. What's their deal? Mysterious past, I bet.
You know it. But I'm hoping it's more than just a cliche backstory. The listener hinted that Arden is from the Aquari Dominion.
The underwater realm, right. Man, that place is shrouded in secrets.
Exactly. What if Arden's skills were honed in those depths?
Yeah.
They can have knowledge crucial to finding one of the artifact pieces.
Oh, see, now that's how you do a mysterious past. It's not just backstory. It's tied into the main plot.
Right. Okay, so we've got our heroes, but let's talk about these realms because they sound incredible.
Yeah, let's break it down.
We'll start with the Wisteria Kingdom, land of air. Picture floating islands, sky cities, a society that values freedom above all else.
That sounds so cool. I bet they don't get along too well with the more grounded realms, huh?
Probably not. Then there's the Emberlands, which is all about fire and volcanoes.
Ooh, fiery. What kind of people live there?
Warrior clans, think forging, both of weapons and character. Their whole society is built on strength and probably a lot of passionate disagreements.
Sounds like a recipe for some explosive conflicts. Literally.
No kidding. And then we dive into the Aquari Dominion, the underwater realm.
Okay, this one I gotta hear more about.
Right. I'm imagining bioluminescent cities, ancient ruins, creatures we can't even fathom.
And they probably keep to themselves, right? All mysterious and distrustful of the surface dwellers.
Most likely. Next up is the Terra Verde Empire, where Arya is from. This is where nature reigns supreme.
Druids, forests, harmony. I bet their magic is all about growth and stuff.
Yeah, I wonder if it's wild and untamed, or carefully cultivated like a garden.
That's a good question. Like, do they control nature or work with it?
And finally, we have the Aetherscape. This is where things get really trippy.
The realm of pure magic, right?
Yep. It's described as being beyond our comprehension. Reality itself is fluid there.
And that's where the archmages live, right? Those super powerful magic users.
Exactly. I bet they have a completely different view of this whole unmaker situation than the other realms.
Makes sense. They're probably less concerned with which kingdom gets what and more about the balance of magic itself.
Right, okay, so we have these 5 unique realms, each with its own culture, magic system, and probably a whole lot of opinions about the others.
Talk about a powder keg.
And right in the middle of it all is this prophecy, this looming threat of the Unmaker, who wants to basically unmake reality.
So, what kind of challenges are our heroes going to face, aside from the whole, preventing the apocalypse thing?
Well, besides the obvious monsters, traps, and probably other factions looking for the artifact pieces, the biggest hurdle might be just getting along.
Oh, yeah, good point. Can a fire warrior and a water priestess really trust each other? Will the free-spirited Wisterians work with the more structured empires?
That's what's going to make this so compelling. It's not just about fighting some big bad. It's about overcoming their prejudices and finding common ground.
That's the heart of any good team story. And let's not forget their personal demons. Kale and his sentient sword, Arya trying to protect nature in a world gone mad.
And Arden's past. I'm telling you, that mystery is going to come back in a big way.
It's gotta. Those internal struggles often reflect the bigger picture. Like, if they can't overcome their own issues, how can they save the world, right?
Exactly. Now, buckle up, because things are about to get even more intense. The source material mentions a convergence.
A convergence, like what? The realms all come together?
Yeah, it's some kind of celestial alignment that basically sets the stage for the final battle against the Unmaker.
Yeah, and talk about high stakes.
Right. And this convergence could go one of two ways. Either it unites the realms against a common enemy,
Or it blows the whole thing wide open. Everyone's powers go haywire. Chaos reigns.
the fate of Tenaria, and maybe even reality itself, hangs in the balance. This isn't just some random battle. It's a cosmic showdown.
So what you're saying is the Chronicles of Tenaria is more than just your average epic fantasy.
Way more. It's got action, adventure, magic, complex characters, political intrigue. It even makes you think about the nature of creation and destruction, order and chaos.
Whoa, deep.
Right. And that brings us to our final thought for you listeners.
Did us with it.
Imagine you're in Tenaria. Which realm would you call home? Would you soar through the skies of Wisteria, explore the depths of a quarry, or find peace in the forests of Terra Verde?
So many choices. I think I'd be drawn to the Etherscape, but it sounds pretty dangerous for a non-mage like me.
Maybe stick to the books for now. And speaking of books, if you want to explore this world further, definitely check out the Chronicles of Tenaria. You won't be disappointed.